Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS. I'm your GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start with tonight's show. Tonight's show is very packed, filled with excitement. I don't almost want to sleep. Say, I don't tire because the exam has taken so much toll on my bodies. But based on what I see this night, no. I don't feel if I make it till tomorrow. Oh, yeah, let's proceed. Now, CNN Portugal, the Metro, Give Me Sports, Cut Offside, Record, The Sun. So many people are reporting this story. Say Arsenal reopen Gyokeres talks and Arsenal are set to make an offer. In fact, Gyokeres they put fire on the bomb of Sporting Lisbon hierarchy. They clear their doubts. They let them know. Say, I know they happy as a day like this. So in all the brouhaha where they happen for Sporting Lisbon, who are the beneficiaries? Now Arsenal. Arsenal now the benefits. Now let's unpack this particular story. Cut Offside exclusive. Cut Offside understands Arsenal are not giving up on Victor Gyokeres despite their ongoing talks for Benjamin Sesko in recent hours. That's today. Today. All this one we'll discuss now. Now today happen. In recent hours, there have been a renewed push with active contacts for the striker from Sporting Lisbon. Arsenal's technical director Berta is applying a serious pressure to get ahead of other clubs, especially Manchester United, who are very much in the race. Now, Man United exclusive just in. Victor Gyokeres' agent is currently meeting with Arsenal officials. Arsenal is the club closest to submitting an official offer. The player believes the Arsenal project matches his ambitions. Arsenal are about to make an official offer. This is from Record in Portugal. Now, the report I really like because I took my time. I read, my head won't burst. That's why the show they come late. Like I was doing so much reading. This particular Metro report gave us a lot of context. So Arsenal hold meeting with Victor Gyokeres' agents as striker makes Manchester United transfer call. For context, if I read the story, Victor Gyokeres' agent Ketsenkaya, he came to London today to discuss with Andre Berta. Let's proceed. Now, when you read the entirety of this story, you come see where the record talk says CNN Portugal. CNN will be a small name for this industry. CNN Portugal and the Portuguese newspaper Record reported on Wednesday evening this evening, that Arsenal hierarchy met with Gyokeres' representative Hassan Ketsenkaya on Wednesday and an official offer from the Gunners is now expected. Now, when you read down, it's claimed that Gyokeres has informed his agent that he wants to join Arsenal ahead of United, Chelsea or Juventus. This buttresses the point I was making yesterday that the player is sold on the Arsenal project. That is why, if you know the hear reports why they give it before, say Juventus, Chelsea, Man U, they are telling him, say, in case Arsenal no work, because it is something that is visible to the blind and audible to the deaf. Everybody knows Gyokeres loves Arsenal. He wants to end up there. Arsenal are in a position where two of the most potential top strikers in the world want them. And Arsenal want to sign only one. When was the last time you saw that kind of thing? So that's in the law, they give me excitement. So the guy wants us. That's why all those Man U, everybody else patch. They wait, make Arsenal talk, say, okay, we'll not do again. That was why, as we pursue Sesko, we never close this door. We still left the door open in case of necessity, and the necessity don't come now. Based on the shakara way Sporting RB Leipzig they do with Sesko, Arsenal self need to let them know, say we have options. Don't box us in. Don't make it look like we have put all our eggs in the Sesko basket. No, we still have the Gyokeres basket. Now the lesson we want to teach these people. Waiting Gyokeres the new Sporting Lisbon is what we want Sesko to do to RB Leipzig. Clear their doubts. Let them know, say you know they happy with what thing that they do. Now, based on say they mention CNN Portugal, That CNN Portugal we see there, that's a hyperlink. So I followed the hyperlink and it took me to CNN website. Lo and behold, the story is there. One of the journalists in Portugal, I think the sports journalist of CNN, Nuno Faria, he can explain about the story. I played the video, although they were speaking in Portuguese, but I later get the transcript, the English transcript. I go still read down for now. So the headline: Gyokeres agent is meeting with Arsenal owners. I don't know, some people say that owners, but majority of the reports out there say that Bertha they meet. So I don't know whether that owners through they meet. So there's a CNN Portugal reporter Nuno Faria said Arsenal are the club that Gyokeres has wanted from the very beginning. In fact, let me read the English version of what they said in that video. Now, the reporter Faria said the talks with Arsenal are not new, but they have become more formal since the Gyokeres situation became the situation it was. That's since when Gyokeres won the para for Sporting Lisbon. So Arsenal don't see like an opportunity to come in and handle everything. So they can't come in, it's already open talks. So the meeting is currently taking place. The Gyokeres agent is currently meeting with the owners of Arsenal to try to speed up this process. I don't know exactly what the amounts are or what the amounts are on the table. Arsenal is the club that Gyokeres has wanted from the very beginning. Gyokeres wants to play for Arsenal. That's his desire. Moving on, because there's no formal proposal as of now for Sporting. This time, it seems that there will be that formal proposal is coming, because things with Arsenal are already very advanced with Gyokeres, and it seems to me that there is a great desire to speed up this process. That is why a meeting is taking place at this moment. I believe the meeting is taking place in London, which is why I mentioned this issue of British punctuality. Basically, what is important from now on is to understand how this meeting went and how Arsenal will prepare for what we already know is Sporting's position. Now, the gentleman agreement Sporting Lisbon have with Gyokeres is that the deal that will take him to anywhere is going to be 60 million euros plus 10 million in add-ons. That this particular deal is out of the question, so you know really for the equation. Now, to further give you more context in this particular story, Sporting Lisbon themselves, they don't release statements because of what Gyokeres do. Gyokeres has turned to a wild, I don't know if calling him a wild animal, just for context, you know, we say like, or maybe I should say, anyway, I just proceed and don't put any drama to color the thing. Now, Sporting talk say they are not going to be held ransom, that Gyokeres and his agents are blackmailing them, that they never accepted any gentleman agreement. Say nothing, you get. And Gyokeres now don't go on strike. That's the problem. Because when you read the entire now long statement to me, I don't want to read all those statements. The long statement, but the core of the statement, they say Sporting Lisbon president Verandas. He say other one they talk for public domain. Say that doesn't concern them with that one. They are not collecting 60 million and 10 million in add-ons. Make everybody know. And they also know the talk say make you pay the buyout clause. They are not asking you to pay 100 million. But 80 million, imagine 60 to 80, extra 20 million. That's why Arsenal never make offer since. Because how do you move from the agreement you told us and you move to 80, 85? How does that make sense? Now, Gyokeres has informed the coach Borges, because record is saying Gyokeres has told the manager Borges that, see, I'm not going to play for now again. I'm never playing for the club. I'm not wearing Sporting Lisbon jersey again, in a bid to force them to sell him. In fact, his frustration is said to be that it has been caused by Sporting Lisbon inactivity in engineering the sale. Like, me and you know, say we don't agree, say you will sell me now. At least if they discuss with people now, they talk to them, say, this is my guy, oh, no, just keep quiet, because Sporting wants a situation whereby at the end of the day, nobody will come for the guy. Then he will stay back there because the excuse will be say nobody came for you. There's no, but did you like make proactive measures to show that you want to really sell him? Do you know why? Because the vex. You know what? Yes, last after go sign school in Conde left to Juventus and Chelsea and Manchester United. It will be very, very annoying. So he's taking the bull by the horn and fighting for his future. You get? So he already tell them he's not playing for them. Say they return for preseason. Now he tell them when make sports you can't drop that statement. See this boy, Yeah, your agents that they blackmail us. In all of this drama, this hula baloo, who are the beneficiaries? I ask again. Arsenal. In all of this conversation, you don't hear anything like Manchester United putting the offer or Juventus. Everybody's waiting to see what Arsenal will do. If Arsenal no can get them, then we can get them. This is the news I saw this night. I said, no, I don't feel leave until tomorrow. I got let you know. So let's proceed. We'll just see anyhow this thing they go now. Those people they pray for Gyokeres like me, we don't be like say, can't be like say now our own choice now come go now. You get to don't do first. But who says Arsenal will not do a merry-go-round? Maybe because of this move now. Then Sesco people can say, okay, in fact, something I even forgot to tell you. Do you know that Sporting RB Leipzig, their director Shafa, now leaked the story of Saudi Arabian club want to sign Benjamin Sesko to force us in hand, to put us under pressure. You see these markets, these transfer markets, it be like chess. You need to know the right moves to play. And Andrea Berta, 100 Bifun. So let's move on to one of our sponsors' message. So let's bring a message from Mike Ken. Mega Resources Limited. They deal on genuine BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover, Range Rover, Rolls-Royce, Mini Cooper, Jaguar spare parts and car accessories, and Castrol lubricants. So whether wholesale or retail, they deliver nationwide, and their delivery cost is very, very affordable. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on 08036135075 or 09099433390, and they're located at suites A3 and A4, ground floor, NB Plaza, Gulu District, Garki, Abuja, Nigeria. So if you're interested in any of their services or products, you give them a call. Now, there is this conspiracy theory out there where people they talk say the reason we are finding difficulty in getting Benjamin Sesko is because of Jurgen Klopp. Ab initio, when people they talk all this thing, I always say, oh, conspiracy theory, I even forget that thing. Everybody don't do anything. But with waiting that they see now, I won't tell you, I'm beginning to be thinking that it is true, because when you look at the role of Jurgen Klopp is working as the global head of soccer for Red Bull. Now, Red Bull, they are a conglomerate. They get so many clubs, multi-club network under them. They then get RB Leipzig, they then get Red Bull Salzburg, and then they get New York Bulls. Now, what is the function of this Jurgen Klopp? So they say this guy, now they advise all these clubs that they're under Red Bull, advise them in coaching, advise teams on various aspects, including playing style and transfer strategy. When I saw that transfer strategy, I said, oh, transfer strategy includes incoming and outgoings. So maybe now they tell them, say, we could not sell 60 million. No, that's 60 million too small. Tell them they pay 80 million. Tell them buyout clause. If they don't pay the buyout clause, pay the because he knows when we sign that player, we are going to be strong and we are going to compete against his darling club Liverpool. All these things now, nobody anybody get evidence, so you can call it conjecture or conspiracy theory, but who knows whether not true or whether not lie, because the way things they happen now is unbecoming. You know they normal again. So let's say there's an unseen hand behind the scene where they run things. Oh, we don't know. Well, now only God will know. As time goes on, maybe tomorrow now we all wake up like let's say Benjamin Sesko 10,000 transfer requests. Maybe now to go yet tomorrow. I know just no sure, but more they move on. Now, in case you are not aware, so UEFA had already tell Crystal Palace, okay, since na talk say John Textor, gets enough shares, we pass 30%. Make una prove am so, because according to the law, if you don't get up to, like, if you don't get beyond 30, you are okay. You are not regarded as a majority shareholder. So now, after this news break, then Ben Jacobs come drop a follow-up. Come talk say exclusive. Now him get this particular story. He say exclusive. John Textor does not have a controlling influence in Crystal Palace. He owns less than 30% of shares, which UEFA sets to rule that Crystal Palace and Lyon have no multi-club conflicts. With that being said, what will now happen to Nottingham Forest? We're going to do Bebono. We're going to do Aitu Savi. We're going to run faster than the shadow. This move with Nottingham Forest make, I don't think Crystal Palace will forgive them. Watch out. The next season, the first match where Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest go play, that match go be like derby. Moving on, they don't get rivalry like this now. They don't get rivalry because what's it concern you? You go they tell you have to say, then they breach the law. Okay, here who alleges must prove. What's be your own evidence? You follow them inside the club. You follow them know how the shares they share them. Like I don't understand. I don't what me I see. I just they tell now. But let's proceed. Now we're going to get news from Nico Williams. So Nico Williams has already signaled to Bayern, according to Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sports. He has signaled to Bayern that he can very well imagine a move to Munich. That's why Eberl and Freund are continuing to talk with Nico Williams management. They have also had a meeting. The release clause for Nico Williams, 60-65 million euros, which is not a problem for Bayern. His salary demands are around 20 million gross, which is like before tax. Now, Bayern are actively working on the deal, but there is no agreement yet. It is still an early stage. Now, you see why we don't feel compete with people like Bayern. Can we pay Nico Williams 20 million? We cannot. We cannot afford it. They are able to do all these things because they don't have PSR. Sadly, this is the reality of this footballing industry. One league go get one rule where they restrict them. Another league no go get the rule. They go to buy with reckless abandon. Look at a very good player. If say we no get this restriction now, Shebu for just go buy him. And the person beside our manager really like. But look at, there's nothing we can do about it. So, but don't go. Look at Sane. Even news what they hear about Sane. The Sane don't move to Galatasaray. Now, do you know how much Galatasaray are paying him? Because Florian Plettenberg said break this news that the imminent transfer of Leroy Sane would also influence Victor Osimhen, because I want to Galatasaray they think say if they fit sign Sane, maybe at the end of the day Osimhen go consider them, maybe go reason their side. Cut off side carrying the stories and exclusive. In fact, I even saw a video where we say Sane and in agents they enter with an helicopter, be private jets, don't land for Turkey. They Turkey like this. So another information we want to now. Cut off side say before Sane agreed to sign for this Turkish club, Sane actually waited for an improved offer from Arsenal before he chose them. Cut off side drop him. So when you click the link, you will come for this story. When you read the entirety of the story, you come see when they talk say the guy really liked Arsenal. He wanted to play for Arsenal. In fact, he was waiting for Arsenal to improve their offer, because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. Galatasaray did not even offer the most money. Fenerbahce offered the most money, but for some reason he chose Galatasaray over them. I don't know the reason, you get. But Arsenal offered the least amount of money for everybody. Now we can't even get clarity that Galatasaray offered him upward of £300,000 per week in a 3-year deal. You see why wages don't deprive us of some assets. Some people will say we they think to buy, even though some of the fans will say I don't really like the Sane, it's too old, it's too shaky, Nico. But now somebody will say the manager identify, say I like this person. Now the reason we could not buy that person is not because of the money we are supposed to pay the parents club, or in the case of Sane, no parents club money, just wages. I went and did research this evening before I came live. Turkish club does not have profitability and sustainability regulation policy that is restricting the EPL clubs. Maybe they go come out this thing, but if they come out now, every year go worse for the EPL. Newcastle will come get upper hand. So you see the way the team be now. Look at Rodrygo now. They say I like Rodrygo. I think still wages issue. The question now becomes: should we break our wage structure and give players ridiculous sums of money? That is the $1 million question. Should we break our wage structure? I'm asking you. Imagine you are Arsenal. Now your papa get the club now in a business. You don't see all these hindrances, all these obstacles. Should we break our wage structure? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You see this man called Andrea Berta. This man never sent anybody, but the little moves when he don't make, in just this little time we transfer window open. I don't know. I have this. My vote of confidence in him is very, very high. I believe this man is going to bring good things for us. In fact, you know the sweetest thing now. The person when in the tell that I say make him sign, when him they go for now, they push for now. So maybe for that reason they go hasten and before Sesko deal we can't change again. What just watch us on this? At the end of the day, I just pray this man makes us happy. So Mario Kotegana, who is a journalist that works with the Athletic, that covers La Liga, especially Real Madrid for the Athletic, come and let us know. Say breaking. Mikel Arteta is in love with Rodrygo. The coach carefully studied Rodrygo, and he's totally certain that Rodrygo will be a superstar at Arsenal, playing on the left wing. Arteta really wants Arsenal to sign Rodrygo this summer. How can we sign Rodrygo this summer when Rodrygo is requesting for ridiculous wages? The same reason we hinder us from getting Nico Williams, getting Leroy Sane, is still going to hinder us here unless we are willing to break our wage structure. That's the only thing. Or Rodrygo is willing to take a pay cut. Because I don't know how much in the end for Real Madrid, but from what I'm seeing in the media space, in the end so much, like it ends a lot. So coming over here, if he doesn't take a pay cut, the guy no go come, because I don't think he has a future at Real Madrid. Sadly, you get. So that one said just the. Now I saw the statistics this evening as I do research. This guy where Man City signed, the guy no small though. Ryan Cherky. If I call it, say the guy at 21 years old, I can't wonder say how this guy will be 21. That look like 27 for mine, but they're saying they're 21. But that's not my POV. Now this guy in 44 games, he gave 20 assists and scored 12 goals. That is about 32 goal and assist contributions in 44 games for Lyon, which is why Man City buy him. In fact, I saw the list of all the players that Man City buy. Man City spent 116 million for about 4 players we them buy. Plus this goalkeeper Bettinelli we them buy from Chelsea. 116 million, and they never spend finish. Get almost that amount that I want to spend for one player. She say, what will define? The different from Man City define. You get. So that's what life be. We don't go really blame anybody. I think I have this slide here, Seth. Okay, see it. Okay, no, but this one. This one are like the players Man City don't buy in the last 6 months. Man City buys 7 players. For you to say this is a major rebuilding for Man City. Now all these players, what is the guarantee that they will be fit for purpose? Nobody really knows. At least don't test Mamouche. Mamouche still they okay, yes. All those Kuzanov now bench, Baba the day now, all those Victor Reis now bench. But they've added this guy from Wolves and Nuri. They brought in Ryan Cherky. They brought the best midfielder of Syria. For this is where you're starting Tijani Rangers. So look at all the amount that they spend for this player. You see any 100 million there? For those who they say, because now go spend the money, go spend 100 million, go spend this, go spend. Why did Man City run away from signing Florian Wirtz? Why they not pay that 150 million where Liverpool pay? For you to know that people don't like to spend money anyhow in some cases. It gets sometimes when they say a selling club is going to put the valuation of a player and say it's 150 million. You yourself, you go get your in-house valuation of that same asset and know whether it makes sense or it don't make sense. If it's not good business, it go jackpot. That's what it be in a reality. So it's not like Aston don't have the money. They go and pay 100 million. But time still day. We are not in haste. I want you to understand. Sadly, you may not like what I'm telling you, but it's the truth. Time still day. So Aston will say that they will take drag and small to see whether the player go revolt. Like what Gyokeres is doing. If say Gyokeres don't do all this drama now, do you think we'll be having all these talks today? That the agents will be talking to Arsenal, they'll be saying, okay, want to make an offer? The answer is no. So are they happy with all the small drama where Gyokeres they put for their bonbon? Now and it suits me back, you get. So at the same time, the only here say Arsenal wants Julian Alvarez alongside either Sesko or Gyokeres. Now, do you know how we know this? Simeone El Cholo confirmed, say yes, Arsenal are interested in signing Julian Alvarez. He said it's logical. When they ask him about people they find you, I say it's logical. I can't imagine it any other way. Of course, every top club wants Julian Alvarez. Barcelona, PSG, Arsenal, Liverpool, all of them. And for us, Atletico fans, people are not just born out with the reading of everything. You gotta let them know, say, see, they need to protect the player. I bet they keep on for where they did. You get, they need to give 110%, not just for the player, for everybody. The player is 25 years old, yada, the top plenty. But the Coco will say, there is a feeling that Arsenal might sign 2 strikers in this window, but not 2 apex predators. No. You know, if you sign Gyokeres and Sesko, no. One no go one stay for bench for the other, but you can sign Gyokeres and Oli Watkins. You can sign Tesco and Oli Watkins. Watkins go readily stay for bench for that person. He go agree say okay, I'm the second choice, no one. So na the level. But don't say go and sign the two like no fit work. Like two captains cannot stay in one car, it's not possible. So my dear Arsenal investors, bring you a message from another of our sponsor, Mobile World Associates Co Limited. So they are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They are also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 646 34, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church for Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do give them a call. So the biggest news of the night, number the fact say CNN Portugal, the Metro, the Record, Give Me Sports, Cut Offside, everybody's reporting. Arsenal reopened Gyokeres talks, and Arsenal is set to make an offer. I guess so. This one, it suits me. It gives me joy, like so much joy. I'm very, very happy. So my dear Arsenal, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. Like, come your way tomorrow morning to give you the money news. Then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. And a good night. And at the amount. Alright, guys. Ciao. See you out tomorrow.